Guys, if you're looking for the ultimate daily driver, the search ends here with this beautiful CT5-V Blackwing. Florida High Performance fans, we have some exciting news. Our new website is up, flhighperformance.com 2.0 is live. We're constantly adding new parts to the website, including our FLHP spec head cam package for your LT powered vehicle. Guys, head on over, select your vehicle, select the camshaft type, and you're in business. We've put a link in the description, guys. Click, head on over to the website. If you have any questions, comments, please let us know. Now back to the episode. Hey guys, Eric here, Florida High Performance. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is a beautiful February day here in South Florida. And man, it does not get better than to showcase the most menacing four-door Cadillac on the road today. That's right. First and foremost, let's just appreciate the beauty of this car. Cadillac really nailed it on the CT5-V. The Blackwing, it is a beautiful car. This thing just looks badass. Four doors, the interior is amazing. So unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that the CT5-V Blackwing is Cadillac's latest iteration of the V Series sedan, right? Before we had the Generation 3 CTS-Vs, those were discontinued in 2019, and then poof, Cadillac blessed us with this outstanding sedan. Be sure to stick around, guys. At the end of this video, we're gonna take this thing for a spin up and down the road, show you guys what it can do, right? But first, before we get into that, let's get into the mods. Now, of course, with any build here at Florida High Performance, we start with a baseline. This vehicle came to us in 100% stock condition. We put it on the dyno. It actually did pretty well. Now, the LT4 and the Blackwing is gonna make a little bit more horsepower than the LT4s we find in the ZL1s or the older CTS-Vs. So baseline was a little higher than what we would typically see in some of those other vehicles. This vehicle baseline right at 588 wheel horsepower, 612 foot-pounds of torque. It was right at about 10 PSI. When Roger, the owner of this vehicle, gave me a call, we talked a lot about the car. It was a 2022, had a couple of years on it, but he insisted it was in excellent condition. He insisted that there was no flaws on it, right? He was certainly impressed with the stock horsepower, but was looking for more like most of our customers are. Dealing with Roger on this project was an absolute pleasure. He did his research. He went to the Florida High Performance YouTube channel. He watched our videos. He did his homework. He knew what he wanted to spend. He knew what his short and long-term goals were, right? He had a budget in mind. Once he showed up here, it was a very easy conversation. He essentially told me what he was looking for. It allowed me to do what I do, go to the drawing board, come up with a game plan, and that is what you see here. And I really feel strongly that we executed. We're right on the mark with this build. So you're asking yourself, Eric, what makes this the ultimate daily driver? Well, let's dive right into it. First and foremost, you pop the hood. That's that beautiful Magnuson 2650 with that gloss black lid. Why did we go with a Magnuson? Well, Roger was pretty adamant that he wanted to make more power down the road, and efficiency was what he was after. He drives this car almost every day. And while the stock supercharger was more than capable of making power, he knew eventually it would be upgraded anyway, so we said, why don't we just do it now, right? Start with something from the top that's gonna give us not only more power and efficiency now, but allow room for growth later on. You'll also notice, guys, you take a look at the engine bay, that we have a 5-inch JLT intake mated to that 2650. Now, we actually tested this vehicle with the stock airbox and throttle body first. We'll talk about the numbers we made, and then we're gonna talk about the gains, right? What we picked up putting this intake on this setup. It's amazing. In addition to the intake and the supercharger, right, we also added a lower pulley, went with an Innovators West harmonic balancer, as well as an 8.6-inch overdrive pulley. Now, we kept the standard 90mm upper pulley on this 2650, but we did go with an Innovators West harmonic balancer, as well as their 8.6-inch Metco overdriven pulley, which gave us right around 15.5 pounds of boost. Now, as you all know, if you add a larger supercharger and you add more boost, you're gonna have to keep that thing nice and cool. We turned to our friends at Late Model Performance, who supplied us with their bumper mounted reservoir, as well as their upgraded heat exchanger, which I must say, fit beautifully and performed flawlessly. And of course, a top-notch vehicle like this deserves nothing but a top-notch header and exhaust system. So of course, we turned to our friends at Kooks Headers in North Carolina. They supplied us with a 2-inch primary long tube, an off-road X pipe, and we were able to mate all of that to the factory muffler. Roger was very, very adamant that he wanted to keep the dual mode option this vehicle comes with, right? He didn't want to piss off his neighbors. He wanted to be able to cruise in, quiet it down, and then when he's out in the wild, he can let it rip. Now folks, as always here at the Florida High Performance YouTube channel, we're not just focused on the build, right? And we're not just gonna talk about what we did. We wanna add value. We want you guys to come to this channel and learn, right? It's exactly what we're gonna do in this video. So we talked a little about the induction side of things on this setup. So we got with Derek at DD Tech Tuning as always, right? We hit the dyno in this thing. Now, initially when we tuned it, we did it on the factory airbox and the factory throttle body, right? and the power was amazing. We're gonna put a graph up here and you guys are gonna see from the baseline, we were able to make 703 rear wheel horsepower and 752 foot-pounds of torque on right at about 15.5 pounds of boost. Now, while we were super impressed with the gains, especially considering that is a bolt-on application, right? No heads, no cam, we knew that certainly wasn't enough. In fact, Roger called me and said, hey, it would be fun to try one of those 5-inch intakes in a larger throttle body, right? Why don't we do it for shits and giggles? Let's see what we pick up. So we did. We ordered the parts, we went back to the drawing board, and man, the gains were amazing. We went ahead and installed the 5-inch JLT intake, a K-Tech 103 throttle body, as well as a 103mm snout from Magnuson. It bolted beautifully to the supercharger. And I gotta tell you guys, I was very impressed by the gains, right? Not only did we make more power, but we actually picked up a little boost too. We actually had to change the pulley configuration slightly. We were making almost 17 pounds of boost, so had to go a little smaller on the lower. But at the end of the day, guys, we picked up 21 rear wheel horsepower with this modification right here, 21 wheel. So if you're still not convinced that induction matters, guys, it does matter, matters a lot, right? We're all about systems here. It's not one part, it's a system of parts that get you those results. All right, guys, so we've talked about the mods, we talked about the power, right? What makes this the ultimate daily driver? Well, I'm gonna prove to you guys that you can have looks, you can have class, you can have power, right? You can have the balance with the CT5-V Blackwing. Man, this thing is awesome. Jared and I are gonna go for a ride here. I've actually got my laptop with me. I'm just doing a little data logging for Derek, make sure everything's kosher there, but let's hit the road, see what this thing can do, make a couple passes and have some fun. Really sounds great with the headers and the exhaust, but not overly loud, right? It's not detracting from, you know, the refinement of this vehicle. Drives like stock, of course, until you get on it. It's really what I love about these types of builds. You can sort of have your cake and eat it too. You can have a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque, a lot of performance, but you can really drive this. You know, you put the kids in the back, put the wife in the seat next to you and hit the road, man. It's pretty cool. Ooh, boy. Oh yeah, so this is one of those vehicles that's sort of unsafe. It's got the stock wheels and tires in the back and it just gets it, boy. It's a little hard for me to make some safe runs up and down the street here, but there's just tons of torque. That's the first thing I noticed about this car. You ease into the throttle, it pushes in the seat, the ass end gets loose, right? I think it was Carroll Shelby that said horsepower is never the problem, right? It's getting enough traction that's the problem. Well, this is certainly the case in this Blackwing. Guys, this car is no joke, man. I know everybody's watching, oh, 720 wheel, 730 wheel. This is a four-door sedan, full weight, off the showroom floor. We put bolt-ons on it on 93 octane, and it is a monster. This is the ultimate daily driver, I have to tell you. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, but man, this thing is sick, for sure. Roger, you're gonna love this car, dude. It's dumb fast. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the Blackwing episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed building this car and driving this car. And big thanks to Derek Dunbar, our tuner, for nailing this one again. This is a Global B car, so a little trickier to tune, but he nailed it as usual. So guys, if you enjoy the content, as always, please subscribe to the channel, comment. I will get back to your comments. Like the video, that's gonna help this channel grow. But until then, happy driving, lots of smiles, happy miles. We'll see you next time, guys.